was an Iranian attack on a American asset that is in doubt as to who motivated it in terms of was it officially sanctioned or was it a rogue attack, whatever it is. It was Iranian. How we go forward from here has to be strategic and smart and in close alliance with our allies. We have a common interest in the region. We know that the high-tension wires are up there, and we must do everything we can not to escalate the situation, but also to make sure that our personnel in the region are safe.
And you're pushing for, if they were to launch military action, an AUMF that would be...
I think one thing that I can say, I was just talking generally, but in terms of what I can say about the meeting, because it was a classified meeting in terms of what we were told, but on every occasion that we are engaged with the administration in terms of our national security, we make it very clear that in order to get engaged in any military activities, we must have a new authorization of use of military force, AUMF. That is clear in our caucus. I think even among some Republicans, but I certainly do not speak for them, but also with our Democratic colleagues in the United States Senate.
Madam Speaker, are you personally convinced, based on the intelligence you've seen, that this was an Iranian attack on an American asset operating legally in international airspace?
Yes.
Have you received any sort of response for your request for a second all-member briefing?
Well, they have said that they will do that, but the briefing we had this morning, for the time that I was there, they had increased the number of people who were in the meeting to be briefed, and therefore they decreased the level of information that they gave us. At one point, they then cleared the room, but by then we had our gun safety event that I had to be at. So I don't know what they gave after I left, but it was well into the briefing. So what will they give to a broader, I don't know how much more than is in the public domain, but nonetheless, we want to be current and we want the confirmation of it, and that is that our members of Congress who have to make decisions are fully briefed on what the prospects are and what the possibilities are and what the choices are.
Does the administration agree that the AUMF does not provide a legal rationale for an attack on Iran?
No. They didn't say anything. They didn't say yes, they didn't say no. We just made our statements.
Madam Speaker, you're talking about de-escalation. Are you advocating a particular action to...
No, I don't know what the array of options the Department of Defense has given to the President. He knows, but he did not share that with us.
Speaker Pelosi, Senator McConnell said he thought the administration reaction would be measured.
I hope that's right. I hope that's right. And that's, we try to, look, three things to remember. We must, this is a dangerous situation. We're dealing with a country that is a bad actor in the region. We have no illusions about Iran in terms of their ballistic missile transfers, about who they support in the region and the rest. So we have an untrustworthy adversary, A. The high-tension wires are up in the region for a lot of different reasons. Some bilateral in the region, some multilateral, some religious, whatever it is. The high-tension wires are up. And third, we must act in a way that does not, that does de-escalate and does not escalate the tensions and the situation there. And again, I come right back to where I began that phrase. We must be fully engaged with our allies as we go forward. I'm hopeful that that you're right about what Senator McConnell said about what the president's response might be, but I have no idea. They may have had their own conversation, but that would, measured by what measure, we'll see. But it is.
Are you confident the White House will consult with Congress before taking any action in them?
I cannot really predict what actions the White House will take. They did consult with us today or inform us. We had an opportunity to share our thoughts with the administration the president said we'll have more meetings like this. I don't know what the sequence of that will be. Thank you.
Thank you.